a quick word of encouragement for you today. Looking at the scripture, Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. In a prayer group that I'm in, we were recently talking about how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Now, basically, we were talking about your life as a Christian, your promotion, your relationship. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want these things? What are you willing to sacrifice to get those things that you want? Okay, so also in that, we talked about our faith. What about your faith is going to make you do what you got to do in order to get what God has for you? Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. I may not see in the works how God is going to do it. I may not know ahead of time the details of how it's going to be done, but I trust and believe God that it will be done, that it will be handled, that everything that He's promised I will get. So the question again is, how bad do you want it? Do you want it bad enough to fight off distractions? Do you want it bad enough to pray? Do you want it bad enough to seek God's face? Do you want it bad enough to put the time in to get to know God, to have that relationship with Him? How bad do you want it? We know the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And he want to destroy you from everything. He want to take you out of here. And that has always been a problem where, he wants to sit on your lap and make you not do anything, or get in your ear and tell you things that's discouraging to you. But how bad do you want this thing? That faith is the substance of things hoped for. Your faith, your faith in God, not your faith in yourself, but your faith in God. How bad do you want the things that God has promised for you, that God has in store for you? He knows the plans He has for you, to bless you and to prosper you. But how bad do you want what God got for you? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to do? We see just a glimpse. We've had a glimpse of God's goodness in our life, a glimpse of what it could be. But how bad do you want what God really has for you? Do you want the full blessings of God in your life? Or do you still want to skirt on the outside and say, well, God, yeah, I'll get it together eventually. We have to have a sold out life. Our faith has to be stronger than what we see, what we hear, how we feel, what we think, what people are saying about us, how we look, and how others look. Our faith has to be stronger than that. Our devotion to God has to be stronger than that. Our relationship with God has to be stronger than that. So the question again is just, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to reach the peak, so to speak, or to get what God got for you? To reach souls that only you can reach. Are you willing to sacrifice to be that vessel used by God? Are you willing to do what you got to do? Whether it's speak up. Sometimes we got to speak up. Sometimes we just got to be quiet. Sometimes we have to listen. But God is saying, are you available? Are you willing? Are you ready to have that sold out life so that He could be you, so that you can be used by Him, so that He can get the glory out of your life? So my question, plain and simple, how bad do you want it? God bless.